Listen. Can you hear that? That isn't a clock ticking. It's a heartbeat. It doesn't sound like an explosion. It sounds like a clock that suddenly stops. Look closely at my hands. They have pointed to the same moment for more than 80 years. 8:15 a.m. People walk past me every day. Some see an old clock. Some see a museum artifact. But no one realizes I am still waiting for the family that promised they would come home. I am the clock that watched Hiroshima disappear. Before I became famous, I belonged to an ordinary family. My home wasn't special. It wasn't rich. It wasn't important. It was simply full of love. Every morning, the father gently wound my spring. He would smile and say, "Another busy day." His hands were rough from years of hard work. Yet he always handled me carefully, as if I were part of the family. Every afternoon, the mother looked at me while cooking. She laughed whenever dinner was late. Sometimes she would scold me. "You must be running too fast today." I wished I could laugh with her. But my favorite person was their little daughter. She couldn't read the time very well. She would stand on a chair, place her tiny fingers on my wooden frame, and whisper, when both hands point up, "Daddy comes home." Every evening, she waited by the door. And every evening, her father returned. She would run into his arms. I measured every second of their happiness. I thought it would last forever. I was wrong. The morning of August 6, 1945, began like every other. Sunlight filled the room. The windows were open. A gentle breeze carried the songs of birds. The smell of warm rice drifted through the house. The little girl laughed because she couldn't find one of her shoes. Her father helped her. Her mother smiled. No one knew. They were living the happiest minute of their lives. The father looked up at me. Almost time. The little girl grabbed her school bag. Before leaving, she stopped beneath me. She looked straight at my face and smiled. That smile is the last smile I ever saw. Then there was a flash. Not bright. Impossible. It was as if the sun had exploded inside the room. Everything became white. There were no colors. No shadows. Only light. Then everything broke. The walls exploded. Glass flew through the air like rain. The roof collapsed. Fire swallowed the house. The force ripped me from the wall. I hit the floor so hard. My gears shattered. My hands stopped forever. 8:15. Outside, people were running. Some were burned so badly their own families couldn't recognize them. Children wandered alone, calling, "Mother." Again. "Mother." No answer. A father searched through burning ruins with bleeding hands. A mother held a child who would never wake again. The little girl from my house never returned. Neither did her parents. The voices that once filled my home were replaced by silence. A silence so heavy that even today, I can still hear it. For years, I lay buried beneath broken wood, dust, and ashes. Rain fell. But it wasn't ordinary rain. It was black. The city that once echoed with laughter had become almost silent. Season after season passed. Spring flowers bloomed. Snow covered the ruins. New buildings rose. New children played. But the family I loved never came back. One day, someone carefully lifted me from the rubble. They brushed away the dust, looked at my frozen hands, and quietly whispered, 8:15. In that moment, I was no longer just a broken clock. I had become a witness. Today, I live behind glass. Thousands of visitors stop in front of me. Some stare. Some cry. Some cannot speak. Children ask, why doesn't the clock work? If only I could answer. I don't need new gears. I don't need new hands. Because if I moved again, the world might forget the exact second when thousands of dreams ended. Every crack in my face was someone's memory. Every scratch was someone's goodbye. Every frozen second was someone's last chance to say, I love you. So when you look at a clock tonight, remember this. For you, it tells the time. For me, it tells a warning. Because hatred can stop a clock. War can stop a city. But only remembrance can stop history from repeating itself. I have been waiting for more than 80 years. Not for someone to repair me, but for someone to hear my story. Then, silence.